Chinche. Are we ready?
Yes, no, it's okay.
Huh? Okay, members of the Fourth Estate, this is a meeting of Azimio Council attended by members of the special committee that has been appointed to carry out negotiations with the Kenya Kwanza on outstanding issues. So we have a statement which is going to be read on our behalf by Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, the party leader of DAP. Honorable Wamalwa.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency, colleagues. We met today with our entire team, except the Honorable Millie Odhiambo, who is out of the country on a trip, but who sent her apologies. And this is a statement we wish to make after the Azimio debriefing meeting with delegation to the bipartisan talks on this 4th day of May 2023. When we announced the suspension of our protests one more time yesterday, we said we would summon our 7-member delegation to the bipartisan talks for debriefing and fresh instructions. This has been the meeting with the said delegation for a debriefing, and they have properly been debriefed. All the 6 of them, except the 1 member who was not here with us today. This meeting resolved to approach and participate in the talks with clean hands in the interest of the country, and that the talks need to start immediately. Our issues remain what we always said. They are, 1, we want the state to intervene and reduce the cost of basic commodities and services, including food, fuel, electricity, and school fees. We want the subsidies that were scrapped to be restored so that unga can come back to retailing at Kenya shillings 100. Audit, this is the second point, the audit of the 2022 presidential election results. Number 3, restructuring and reconstitution of IEBC. Number 4, an end to the interference in the management and operations of political parties with a view of co-opting and paralyzing these parties. We still believe the talks cannot be driven entirely, and this is a very important point that had been raised much earlier, that the talks cannot be driven entirely and exclusively through a parliamentary process. There must be an avenue to be inclusive and to allow for the participation of players from outside Parliament in the talks. Such a structure, in our view, will create an avenue for the inclusion of other outstanding constitutional issues to be canvassed in the talks. We have instructed our delegates to raise this. We wish to make it absolutely clear that we are not interested in power sharing with Kenya Kwanza, or what the so-called nusu mkate. In fact, our position remains that Kenya Kwanza is an illegitimate regime that is in power through a civilian coup. We have instructed our team to make this very clear. We are not interested in any deals other than open talks on issues we have made public. We have also instructed our delegates to make it clear that we cannot want these talks to go for longer than 30 days from the date of commencement. We have also made it clear that our youths who have been arrested and arraigned in court on trumped-up charges must be released unconditionally ahead of the talks. During the protest this last Tuesday, a number of hired thugs were unleashed on Nairobians by Rigathi Gachagua and Moses Kuria to rain terror on people and destroy property, which was then blamed on Azimio youths. We are aware, and many Kenyans are aware, that during our last protest, Gachagua, Kuria, and their mercenaries in Kenya Kwanza had engaged assassins from within and outside established security forces to kill Azimio leaders and implement mass murder of protesters. We knew their plans and changed tact. When people with the history of mass murder and execution of witnesses tell you that they are going to kill you, you believe them or die. The threats notwithstanding, we will continue with our engagements with other people through town hall meetings and other avenues to continue educating our people on the issues as our delegates engage in the talks. As we said yesterday, we will not hesitate to resort to alternative measures at the slightest indication of lack of goodwill and honesty on the side of Kenya Kwanza. If through intransigence, delaying tactics, and other aspects of stonewalling, Kenya Kwanza forces us to abandon the talks, there shall be no turning back. Kenya Kwanza must get this clear. And before I conclude, there was an issue my brother, the Honorable Wajakoya, wanted to reiterate. He had raised it before in our rallies, and he wished to reiterate it. Honorable Wajakoya.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Eugene and Honorable Baba. What I wanted to tell you is our issues, when raised, people think they are jokes. We have had information regarding the assassination of Raila Amolo Odinga, Stephen Musyoka Kalonzo, and myself. And these assassination allegations are very serious. Kibet Farouk, we are here to tell you that we know of your plans when you went to the GSU school, when you were involved in hiring special sharpshooters to shoot Baba on site, to shoot Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka on site, and to shoot myself. It has been very clear also that Kimani Ichung'wah, Moses Kuria, and Gachagua, they have come up and they have made it very clear that they would rather spend their days in the courthouse defending the deceased allegations. So we are not afraid. We have seen murders during Moi's regime. A lot of people were killed, and there was nobody to speak for them. So if anything happens to Baba, Kalonzo, and myself today, then you know who will be the the four culprits. They're also planning to take people on flimsy charges, a reputation that has been done during Moi's era, where you cajole your opponents with flimsy charges, take them to different police stations, and charge them and have them rot in prison forever. We shall not allow that, and God bless Africa. Thank you, Eugene.
Any questions? We can take a few questions, perhaps.
Yeah, we needed to give our dear sister's apology, Mother Karua. She's indisposed, but she's very much with us.
Very good.